What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Back with another DVD Blu-ray hunting Dollar Tree video. Now, if you guys have been following this series of videos that I do, oh my God, every month it has been an amazing haul, guys. Sometimes smaller than others, but that's okay. This time for December 2020. So I'm here to let you guys know that they have stocked up, at least in my area. And my buddy, who is an assistant manager at the Dollar Tree, my buddy Nigel, big shouts out to him. He actually sent this image and said, dude, we stocked up. And this was about an hour and a half ago while I'm still at work. And I'm like, can I leave home early, please, Mr. Boss? But I raced on over here and he told me that there's, boxes and DVDs and Blu-rays mixed in there. So I'm going to go in there and sift through them, hunt, see if they are new, maybe see if I check them out in another video or not, or if they could just be possibly new to my area or brand new in general. But I'm here to let you guys know that if you do like content like this, please hit that thumbs up. It always does help the channel, and subscribe for more hunting video content like this. All right, let's go inside, put our mask on. And here they are, all stacked up. So I already see some Blu-rays I'm gonna be putting on the side. I gotta see if I can go through these and move these around. So let me sift some things around really quick. So Extinction. So we have a zombie apocalypse movie. Is that starring anybody? I'm not sure. Looks kind of cool. Had to go for those blues first. We got a Ron Perlman movie, Asher. Never heard of this one. Looks like he's an assassin. You have a DVD with a slipcover, The Benefactor, Richard Gere. That looks pretty cool, actually. Dakota Fanning. Alright. By the way, let me know if you guys have seen any of these, by the way. I'm sure you've seen Doggy Daycare. The movie. Get some Pac-Man stuff. But yeah, let me know if I'm passing up on some gems right here. I'm kind of skipping the DVDs because I'm losing shelf space. So it has to really kind of be beautifully insecure. Yeah, it has to be winners if they're going to be DVDs from now on. Some Steven Tyler, Out on the Limb. Action, you got 8-movie combo. Oh, this is actually one I saw people were posting up the last couple of days, The Jungle. That's cool, because it's a green. Don't know if I want to take a chance on that, because that's not really... Who's putting that out? I don't know. Studio E1 is putting it out, though, actually. Some others. So some animated stuff right there. John Mellencamp. Oh, here we go. Some Dolph Lundgren. Is that Billy Zane too? Yep, Billy Zane. Gotta love him. Scott Eastwood. So Clint Eastwood's son right here. And Walter Goggins. Wow, Diablo. I actually love Walter Goggins. I'm picking that up. He's the ultimate death squad. Steven Seagal, The Perfect Weapon. These are those like Steven Seagal movies where he's in it for like 2 minutes. Same thing with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think he's only in it for a couple of minutes. So here's a triple action right here. Ooh, Rampage. I don't have the physical of Rampage. That's a really good one I saw on streaming. Dark Amazon. It's something... What is this? This looks kind of interesting. Let me know if you guys have seen that. That'll Take Your Head. I got that with the slipcover stuff and seen it. Once Upon a Time in Detroit. The Intruders. Why does this sound familiar? This one seems very familiar. I think that one has a Rory Culkin in it. So I just said screw it, and I grabbed these up to open myself. Sorry if I'm not supposed to do that, but okay. So I just talked to Nigel and his buddy, and yeah, he says it's cool to just kind of slice them all open as long as I put them back. So let's just go over some of the DVDs, because I did just grab a Blu-ray. So Ouija Resurrection 2, didn't even see the first one. The Unbiting, The Viking War, Your Move, so Luke Goss, more Luke Goss movies. Turf War with Fat Joe. The Music Box, I don't think I saw that one. Some Christmas movies, Christmas Switch. Ooh, The Girl in the Crawl Space. It's kind of cool. Magic Kids. The Griddle House. The American Dream. Got some animated stuff, Tall Tales. Oh, this is a cool one. This cover looks awesome. I don't know if this is on Blu-ray anymore, or if it is on Blu-ray at all. is actually one that I wanted to see, so I'm gonna pick that one up. Straight out of Oakland. Huh, what's that about? Sure it's a hood movie, but super fur. They have a lot of, is this animated or is this real action? Might be live action. Son of Bigfoot. So you got the Kid Time movies. Let's see. Off-piste? Piste. Ouija 3. A lot of Ouija movies. The Charlie Challenge. Let's see. This Krampus one. That's the old Krampus. It's on streaming. Alright, so let's open up box 3. And it looks like there's some blues in there. You know, I'm going to take those out first, guys. So something even easier I just noticed is that I don't have to really go through all of them. I could just look on the side right here, at least on this side. And it looks like they're all the same. So Krampus, off-piste, yeah. So because of that, I'm not going to go through these. And, or I'm going to do it off camera. Okay, so last box. Let's see. Don't see too many. Oh, okay, here we go. They're in the back here. And I see, is that a steel book? Guys, we got a steel book. We got some steel. And it's for The Hangover. I don't actually have this one. Wow, what a fantastic find. What do we got? Bride of the Scarecrow, Bill of the Kid, Candyland. Okay, let's do this. Because some of these are, it's covers like this, man. Oh Lord, is that Gary Busey? Yep, it's Gary Busey. Then I'll just leave it at that, because it's probably going to be a bunch of horror movies that I end up picking up, because I'm a sucker for them. Iron Wolf. But I'm here. Oh, I was actually looking for that Lake Fear, the first couple, because I have 3. Because I thought that was such a cool one. But you know what? We're doing purely blues. Purely blues. And what is this? Oh, what is this? Batman and the Assault of Arkham. 2-movie collection. It's a Blu-ray? What is this? Suicide Squad Digital and the Batman Assault on Arkham. Okay, I'm not much of a DC fan, but I will pick this up. That's crazy. It's a digital of Suicide Squad plus Batman. Alright guys, so let me see if I can organize all this, pick this up somehow, and get on out of here. So I had to actually get a cart because I have so many of these things to kind of throw in here. So guys, this is the biggest haul of them all. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just about saving that money. So we will go over all of these in a second, even though I roughly kind of went over them. But this is a pure Blu-ray haul. I think that's it. But thank you, Nigel, once again. Shots out Dollar Tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes. And I'm like the first one that got to them. Let's go. All right, guys, once again, man, shouts out to Nigel, my buddy, assistant manager over at the Dollar Tree, coming through in the clutch. I was really weary that we were not going to get some good pickups at the end of the year. December is officially here, December 2020. And guess what? It feels like December 25th, man. I am like a kid in a candy store once again. I was really trying to hold, my excitement, yelling. There was a lot of people around me and stuff like that, at least for my pickups, grabbing it like, oh crap, I wanted that one. So it was a lot of movies that came out maybe in the last like 5-8 years that I didn't get a chance to pick up because whatever reason I passed up on them in theaters and then also streaming. So now that I have the physical, I can kind of watch them whenever, I want. And it's something about physical, guys. You guys know that when you see a shelf full of those, it's like your own little library, your movie library. So without further ado, let's go over my first bag of pickups and I'll let you guys know in total how much I got, how much it cost me, and I really want to show you guys how to collect on a budget just by looking in your local Dollar Tree, guys. All right, so let's go over the first one. This is kind of a blind buy, but it's pretty cool. So you got a 2-movie collection right here. So you have the Suicide Squad, which is a digital only, sorry for the glare, and then you have an animated film down here, which is Batman Assault on Arkham. All right, guys. So, yeah, let me know if you guys have seen that one right there, as well as the Suicide Squad. I actually only saw half of that, so I'll go back and watch that on a digital. I'll just load it up in my, Vudu or whatever I got to do to watch this. And I think it's pretty cool. I've never seen, a two set that has the actual Blu-ray and then also the digital HD movie. So that'll be cool. Jumping to the next one, and I was so excited because I don't think I've ever found at Big Lots. I have found, steel books, but I've never found one at the Dollar Tree, guys. And man, what a perfect movie to have a steelbook for. The First Hangover is by far my favorite, guys. If you guys don't know what this is, it's about a bunch of guys who are going on a wild bachelor party pretty much in Vegas. That whole cliche. It's been done a billion times, but these guys are the ones that pioneered it. They made two other sequels after this one, but this one by far is my favorite. It does star Zach Galifianakis. You have Bradley Cooper. You have Ed Helms. It's a Todd Phillips movie as well. Ken Jeong, that's what his name was, Ken Jeong. So you guys remember him. His character is extremely funny in this. Yeah, I don't have to tell you guys about The Hangover. It was like a worldwide phenomenon. So yeah, that one is now in my collection. Also, Jamesy Boy, guys. If you guys haven't heard of this one right here, Mary Lewis Parker from Weeds. You got Ving Rhames, who's a staple. James Wood, Taysa Farmiga. Oh man, she's super young right here. Taysa Farmiga. So that's Vera Farmiga's daughter. You guys saw her in was it The Nun? So Jamesy Boy pretty much it's inspired by true events too. I believe this is about a young kid who gets out and he's pretty much just trying to stay out of trouble, from what I remember. And I like these kind of movies, the redemption, one final score, hood type movies. So I'm glad I could add that to my collection. I would definitely watch that again. Now, this one is a kind of a blind buy, but I got it just for the star value. I mean, it looks like you get Chris Evans, Michelle Moynihan. It is playing it cool. And I was wondering why there's French down here. But the tagline is, it takes imagination to escape the friend zone. So it says, unable to sustain, I'm going to have to read the synopsis because I have no clue about this. Unable to sustain a long-term relationship, a disillusioned bachelor, played by Chris Evans, is knocked off his feet when he meets the woman of his dreams, played by Michelle Moynihan. The only problem, she's already engaged. Ooh-wee. Okay, so you got Aubrey Plaza in here. You have Martin Starr, Luke Wilson, Anthony Mackie. Woo! This one looks like it's going to be a fun one. Maybe like a rom-com or something like that. All right, next one, guys. Another kind of a blind buy. I didn't know even what this was, but it is Jackie Chan, Kung Fu Master. Now, hopefully, we do get a lot of Jackie Chan in here. Sometimes they throw his name on there because he has the star power in the face, right? But yeah, it's a Phase 4 film. Don't know too much about it, but it says Jackie Chan is the undefeated Kung Fu master who dishes out the action in traditional Jackie Chan style. When a young boy sets out to learn how to fight from the master himself, not only to witness some spectacular fights, but learn some important life lessons along the way. And this looks like a newer one. Okay, so sometimes they like to throw his name on there and it's like an old film from the 70s or 80s. And this one, it looks like it's 2011. So we're getting a newer Jackie Chan. At least, I consider newer like the last couple of decades for Jackie. But all right, next pickup, guys, and these are all Blu-rays in case you were wondering. I know my last couple of them have been, a mix of DVD and Blu-ray. No more. I have no more shelf space in this room or the other. I need all blues, baby. So you got Robert Duvall, James Franco, Josh Hartnett. It is Wild Horses. No clue what this is about. It says nobody is above the law. I love these lawless type movies. It won the Sundance Film Festival official selection. It says Texas Ranger Samantha Payne reopens a 15-year-old missing persons case and uncovers evidence that suggests that the boy was likely murdered on the ranch of a belonging to a wealthy family man, Scott Briggs. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it, guys. Love these mystery type movies. It's another E1 release. They always like to put out a lot of their releases at the Dollar Tree. Let me know if you guys have seen that one. Sean Bean, who was in another pickup that I did get. I think it was another type of sniper type movie, but this one is Clear Skin. No clue about this one right here. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. He's in a lot of straight to VOD stuff or a lot to DVD stuff. In this fast-paced action explosive thriller, Ewan played by Shaun Bean, is a British Secret Service agent which is forced to go off the grid in a desperate bid to thwart a terrorist cell operating inside of London. Love it. Love these type of movies. And for $1, guys, come on, let's go. All right, guys, jumping to my next one. And I never, ever saw the old Superman movies with Christopher Reeves, let alone the one, part 3, with Richard Pryor. Rest in peace to both these guys. Superman 3, guys. I really never even heard if these movies were any good at all. I mean, if they went downhill maybe after the sequels, but this one right here it says, meet Gus Gorman, played by Richard Pryor, a naive computer programming natural. For him, a keyboard is a weapon. So that's interesting. They're going to have him kind of a hacker. And as a result, Superman faces a microelectronic menace of his life. Christopher Reeve reprises his signature role, deepening his character human side as Clark Kent. Sees Lena Lang, played by Annette O'Toole, at the Smallville High School class reunion, and when the Man of Steel becomes his own worst enemy after kryptonite exposure, Reeve pulls off both roles with dazzling skill, relives Superman 3 in its heart, heroism, and high-flying humor. Okay, guys, well, let me know if this one was a good pickup. I gotta get it just for the star power alone. I'm not the biggest DC fan, but I absolutely do love Superman, past and present, just for the fact that I love what he stands for. I love his persona. I love the powers. I think Superman is probably the greatest DC hero that there is. And jumping to another blind buy right here, guys. I just got it for the fact that Jet Li is in it. It is the Warlords. And this was actually a couple months ago. I think they had it in there on DVD, but now that I got it on Blu-ray, amazing. It's a Magnolia release. So this one's set in the midst of the Taiping Rebellion in the 1860s. The Warlord stars Jet Li as General Peng, who barely survives a brutal massacre of his fellow soldiers. Okay, so it looks like it's a revenge type of story, which I love. Absolutely love these timepieces as well. The set design is absolutely fantastic on these movies most of the time, so I'm not worried about that one. So once again, $1. Another blind buy. I've never heard of this. It is The Water Divine with Academy Award winner Russell Crowe. Now, I mentioned that I saw him more recently, about a month and a half ago, in Unhinged. I always think he does an amazing role, in whatever he's in, guys. So this one right here, fortunately, it has a barcode because I can't read it. It says it's set in the 1919s. It says he goes in search of his 3 missing sons, last known to have fought against the Turks in the bloody Battle of Gallipoli. So this one is another timepiece, guys. I love movies like this. I do. I'm not the biggest Western fan, if you guys know. So I hope this is not too, Westerny. I'm not really, historian, obviously. So, but let me know if you guys have seen The Water Diviner. Next one is not a blind buy, but it's something that I actually kind of put up there for a first time watch, just for the fact that I was like, what is the appeal? Obviously, I mean, for the women that love strippers and whatnot, but it is Magic Mike. I guess it was just more of the curiosity factor of this type of movie, and it did spawn a sequel, Magic Mike XXL, I think it was. And this one stars Channing Tatum, Matthew McConaughey, Joe Magliano. And this one's pretty much, it says fun, hot, and sexy. Channing Tatum is a revelation. So, guys, I don't know too much about this. It says, from manscaping to hip shaking, Channing Tatum exposes the finer details of being a male stripper and the transformation that his co-stars, Matthew McConaughey, Boomer, and Magliano, went through to perfect the art of taking off their clothes. Now, the reason why I thought this was extremely funny, too, is Channing Tatum used to be a male stripper in real life, guys. So I just wanted to see how that translates, to the big screen. And obviously, I do love Channing Tatum. I think he's extremely funny. But to see him in this role, I don't know if it's going to be funny, serious, or what it's going to be. But all right, guys, jumping to my next one. I want to go over these real quick so this video is not too long, but we have, and I got a little puncture mark, but it is from the directors of Saw and Insidious. It is The Conjuring. Now, by far in this James Wan world, guys, The Conjuring, the first one, is super iconic. I absolutely love this one through and through. It's about demonic possession. No, I'm sorry, not demonic. I believe it's about a haunting. In the house. I think the second one's about like possession. But this one is based on true events. The Conjuring tells a thrilling story of ghost hunters Lorraine and Ed Warren, played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, who help a family terrorized by an evil spirit in their mysterious farmhouse. This also has what's his name too? Totally forget his name, but the father in this, the one that plays the father in this movie. I remember him in. Obviously, Office Space is probably the biggest one that he was in. And jumping from that to the second one, and we have a loose disc. Hopefully that's just a DVD. But we have The Conjuring 2, which was a great follow-up. I saw both these in theaters, and these scared the crap out of me, guys. This one right here was more based off of The Possession, I think. It says, reprising their roles from The Conjuring. So you get Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson once again as Lorraine and Ed Warren, who help a single mother raising 4 children alone in a house plagued by malicious spirits. Known as England's Amityville, the Enfield haunting was the most documented case in paranormal history. Discover the truth behind the events that shocked the world. So actually, I don't think this, maybe the girls didn't get possessed, but I think they were being, kind of tormented by these spirits. And like this girl was like being thrown around in her bed and stuff like that. And like, not levitating, but I think she was like flying up in the air or something. I just remember this one being super creepy. And that was enough for me to be invested in this Conjuring world. The side spin-off, like The Curse of La Llorona, The Nun, the Annabelle, it didn't do it for me. So that's why the originals were so good to me. All right, jumping to my next pick, guys, and this is an extended cut. It is Melissa McCarthy in Tammy. Now, I kind of mentioned that there's kind of like a Tammy character now, and I don't know what she goes by, but it's like Trailer Park Tammy or Trailer Park Trash Tammy or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about in the comments. Let me know. But I think she pretty much bases her character off this actual Tammy, and it does have Dan Aykroyd, Kathy Bates. I think it plays the mom, maybe. And Susan Sarandon's in it. And just for the star power alone, I wanted to get it. I know Melissa McCarthy, her last couple of comedies kind of in the last 5, 6, 7 years have gone downhill. I think one of my favorite roles was the first time I saw her in Bridesmaids. That was fantastic. And the synopsis for Tammy is, after losing her job and learning that her husband's been unfaithful, Tammy, played by Melissa McCarthy, hits the road with her profane, hard-drinking grandmother, Susan Sarandon, on the trip of a lifetime. I like stuff like this. It's goofy. Once again, for $1, you can't beat it. And jumping next, guys, to The House. This was one, I think I saw the trailer for it, but I don't know I don't remember what it's about, but it is Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler, and they are SNL gold. This time of SNL, guys, and the early 90s with, Sandler and Farley and Tim Meadows, all that. Those guys were amazing too, but even a little, a couple years down the road, you had these two that were fantastic, and they went off to do great things. But it says, when Scott and Kate Johansson's, played by Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler's daughter, gets into her top pick college, it's a dream come true until her full ride scholarship falls through. So desperate for cash, they risk it all to open a Vegas-style casino in their friend Frank's house, accidentally becoming a dangerous suburban crime lord. Ensemble cast loaded with comedic talent, and no one beats The House. All right, guys. So kind of doing oh, is that Jeremy Renner? There's Jeremy Renner in there too, guys. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I'm really actually looking. Nick Kroll's in this too. I might watch this tonight. I'm gonna have a good time with this one, guys. I like these goofy comedies, man. And then last one for that bag, because this is only half the picks, guys. Sorry, it's gonna be a long one. You have Jonah Hill and Miles Teller. It is War Dogs. Absolutely love the Scarface-esque cover. I think Jonah Hill is actually obsessed with Scarface. Now I vaguely remember this. I think they might be gun runners or something. So two friends, Jonah Hill and Miles Teller, in their early 20s, living in Miami Beach, exploit a little-known government initiative that allows smaller businesses there's a barcode here, sorry, huge one. Starting small, they begin raking in money and living the high life. So I believe they kind of sell weapons or something in here, but they become like really like international badasses, and I really loved it. And this is not based on a true story. Yeah, this is based on a true story too. Can you believe shit like that really happened in real life? So, all right, guys, let me know if you have seen any of those, but I am jumping to the bag too, so let's dig into it. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I need some water after this. And hey, while you guys are waiting for me to kind of dig through this bag, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, guys. It's not too late to hit that like and subscribe and show support. All right, guys. So jumping to one that does have a slipcover, it is Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin, Going in Style. I do remember seeing this trailer and I was like, man, another old man movie like Red. And I'm not really into those type movies, but hey, with the slip, can't go wrong. Who else is in that? Is that yeah, this is Kenan Thompson on the back right here. I think it's, yeah, Kenan Thompson. All right, so the synopsis for this, guys, is desperate to pay the bills and come through for their loved ones, the three risk it all by embarking on a daring bid to knock off the very bank that absconded with their money. Okay, so it's kind of one of those type. Oh gosh, I don't even know if I would have bought this for $1 reading that synopsis, man. But let me know if you guys have seen that. It seems kind of fun. I mean, you know, I do like those. I want to see how they kind of go in. Are they going to go in a little more strategic? Are they going to go in, you know, how are they going to go in with mask? How are they going to do it? But all right, guys, next one. And I absolutely didn't even know this existed, but holy crap, Viola Davis and Jennifer Lopez. It's Leela and Eve. Let me know if you guys have heard of this. Did not even know this existed once again. I love these two actresses alone. Viola Davis a little more, I think, is seasoned, so I like her a bit more. But Leela, who's played by Viola Davis, is a grieving mother whose son is killed in a drive-by shooting, attends a support group where she meets Eve, played by Jennifer Lopez, who has also lost her daughter to street violence. When the police prove incapable of bringing those responsible to justice, Leela and Eve teams up as vigilantes to take matters into their own hands. Yes, I love these movies. I love these type of movies. Now, this is a Sundance entry right here, guys. And what year is this, man? This is 2015. Man, let me know if you guys have seen this. Variety is saying an awards caliber performance from Viola Davis. Wouldn't expect anything less. She is fantastic, guys. Let me know if you've seen it. Now, the next one is a bit of a goofy movie, but the star power, the premise is so silly, but the anticipation for the fight itself was great. And I'm talking about Fist Fight with Ice Cube, Charlie Day, Tracy Morgan, who I don't really care for too much, and Jillian Bell. So let me know if you guys have seen it. It's literally these two have beef, or he actually has beef with him, and it's Charlie Day, who I love, and It's Always Sunny. You guys know that. Horrible Bosses as well. Even Pacific Rim. But yeah, guys, he's trying to avoid Ice Cube throughout the whole day because Ice Cube says, I'm going to kick your ass for whatever reason. I won't spoil it. And that's the whole movie. He's trying to avoid him from getting into a fight in front of the whole school. And everyone's just kind of egging him on. So yeah, guys, that's a great one right there. Glad I can add it to my collection. And next, Blu-ray. It is Friday the 13th. This is the reboot, and it's the killer cut. I don't know if I saw the killer cut. I actually saw this in theaters. And if you guys don't know about Jason, it's a simple premise. Well, in this one, actually, it's a little different. So Jason did die, drowned in Camp Crystal Lake as a child. He came back, you know, proving that he's not really a human or a boy or a man, whatever it is, to kind of get revenge on the camp counselors who let him drown. He's also disfigured as well. I believe he has like a syndrome or something, and he just comes back to kind of protect and kill those that enter Camp Crystal Lake. Now, I thought this was, it's a little different. I can't really call this a reboot from the first one because in the first one, he's not the killer. And in the second one, he doesn't even have the mask yet. So the third one is when he finally gets the mask, guys. So it's a combination of like the first three, I guess I would say. And it's kind of done in its own fashion. But I absolutely, this is funny. There's not even a synopsis in the back because you kind of already know what you know, Friday the 13th movies consist of. But I really, really liked this remake. I thought it was brutal. I thought the cliches fit perfectly. I actually liked how they showed how he was able to maneuver really, really quick, which was a huge part of like, how did Jason just pop up everywhere? But in this movie, they actually show that. So let me know if you guys have seen the reboot or remake or whatever you want to call it of Friday the 13th. What year was this? 2016 or something? Or 2009. I thought this movie was only like 5 years old for some reason. But the theatrical version is 97 minutes, and this killer extended cut is 106 minutes. So they attack on almost about 10 minutes of extra footage. Can't wait to rewatch that, guys. All right, jumping up to another Jackie Chan movie. It is
First Strike. Now, let me know if you guys, this was kind of like around the time, at least I think, of Rumble in the Bronx. This might be before Rumble in the Bronx. And there was a couple other cop movies that he did, but I didn't really see him, the foreign overseas movies. I just saw kind of the American-made ones. Well, actually, Rumble in the Bronx is filmed in Canada, so I can't really say that it's American-made, but I think that was kind of like the first breakthrough to America, was that one. But I don't really know too much about this, but it says a hard-hitting gang has the numbers and weapons on its side. Jackie Chan has what's within his reach, a ladder it will do. So I guess it's going to be his main weapon of choice. So yeah, it looks like Jackie Chan against a gang once again. Can't go wrong with that. $1. Now remember, guys, that there was like a poll a couple of months ago. Someone put on IG about like best like romance movies or something like this, and this one always popped up, and I never saw it because I was actually a huge fan of both these actors, and it is Love and Basketball, and I did find it in a thrift store, you know, on DVD a couple of months back, but I didn't get it because it was like so beat up and it was overpriced. It was like $5, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I'm so glad I can add this to my collection. So from the playground to the pro leagues, Monica, played by Sanaa Lathan from The Best Man, and Quincy Omar Epps, played from the Mod Squad, and Juice, I remember him from Juice, AQ, taught each other how to play the game. Now their commitment to the sport will force them to make choices between each other and the game, between family and team, between love and basketball. Oh, I love it. And it's produced by Spike Lee, man. Yes, produced, not directed, but it is produced by Spike Lee. So I know that man has an amazing vision. Love it. Glad I can finally add it. Also, guys, this is something that you recommended in the comments of like one of my last couple that maybe like 4 or 5 Dollar Tree hauls was Live by Night by Ben Affleck. And I did pick it up on DVD, but now I haven't even watched it. So maybe I might give that one away. But now I have it on Blu-ray, Live by Night. And I think this one was actually directed and written by him, or directed or something like that, by Ben Affleck. It has Elle Fanning in it as well. Let's see. It says self-proclaimed anti-establishment outlaw Joe Coughlin, played by Ben Affleck, isn't like the gangsters he refuses to work with. He has a sense of justice and an open heart. Driven to right the wrongs committed against him, he heads down a risky path. He and his reckless crew leave Boston for Tampa, and while revenge tastes sweeter than the molasses in the illegal rum he runs, Joe learns that it comes at a price. I love these gangster films. Is that Zoe Saldana in there too? Yeah, Zoe Saldana, baby. Woo! Let's get it, buddy. I can't wait to watch that one. All right, guys. Next up is the classic in my eyes, Queen of the Damned, played by the amazing Aaliyah, who I grew up on her music, guys. Who else is in this? Stuart Townsend. Guys, this movie was so dark and scary and gritty. I loved it, and I had mentioned that she was supposed to be in the Matrix sequels, playing Jada Pinkett's part, but unfortunately she died in a freak accident, guys, in a plane, like a private plane crash. Oh man, this was always a creepy one. They always used to show it on TV, but this is a vampire movie, guys. And in this one, guys, it says Stuart Townsend portrays Lestat, the undead anti-hero previously seen in the movie version of Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire. This time, Lestat finds acceptance in a tattooed and pierced world. He's a rock star, and his intoxicating goth riff sound rekindles the desires of an all-powered Akasha. So this is a sequel to that? This might be a sequel to Interview with the Vampire. I'm not really 100% sure. I just remember always seeing this one and really liking how gritty it was. And obviously, seeing Aaliyah ain't too shabby on the eyes, right? All right, guys. Next up, we have Scary Movie 5. And this is unrated. Now, obviously, this is when they stopped working. I think actually 4 and on, which I think this might have been the last one. I don't think there was 6, but 4 and 5 I don't think were the Wayans brothers productions, so they kind of like brought on some different writers, if I'm not mistaken. But you know what, for $1, and this has Charlie Sheen, which he was in the 3rd one. I thought it was extremely funny. He might be in the 4th, and then now this 5th one, but I thought it's extremely funny to kind of take actors out of their element. I know he did like Hot Shots Part 2, or Hot Shots and then Hot Shots Part 2, which I'm really a fan of those movies. But I love parody movies just through and through. Once again, Scary Movie, if you guys don't know, they make parodies of the scary movies at the time, whatever that was. So this one did come out in 2013. So, you know, of that span, they made fun of those type of movies. And it looks like in this one, they're making fun of Mother, that was a big one that came out of that time. And then they got Tyson in there. They're making fun of Ted for whatever reason. They got Cat Williams in there, guys. So it's a goofy, silly one. I don't take it seriously, but $1 once again. Can't pass up on that Blu-ray goodness. All right, guys. So next up is Casey Affleck, Rooney Marie, and Ben Foster. It's Ain't Them Bodies Saints. That's a weird ass name right there. So yeah, this right here, guys, let me know if you have seen it. I have no clue, so I'm going to read the synopsis. Bob Muldoon is played by Casey Affleck, and Ruth Guthrie played by Rooney Mara, an impassioned young outlaw couple on an extended crime spree, some Bonnie and Clyde stuff, are finally apprehended by lawmen after a daring shootout. Although Ruth wounds a local officer, Bob takes the blame. But 4 years later, Bob escapes. Sounds like I'm giving the whole movie right here. Bob escapes from his prison and sets out to find Ruth and their daughter, born during his incarceration. Love it. Absolutely love this, guys. Let me know if you have seen it. Never even heard of it. All right, next up. And I said that I love movies like this. My girlfriend and I love these like love triangle type movies. It's Rosario Dawson and Katherine Heigl. This is kind of when Katherine Heigl was like phasing out of the big movie screen, guys. And I absolutely love Rosario Dawson. I forget who plays the man in the love triangle. Oh, Jeff Stoltz. Okay, so yeah, guys, it's about roughly, because once again, there's a huge barcode blocking the synopsis right here. So I believe it's Rosario Dawson and her husband, played by Jeff Stoltz. They kind of, I think they befriend Katherine Heigl for a little bit, but her intentions are to get the man right there. And she kind of throws him for a huge, not even a love triangle. I think she's just obsessed, or actually, you know what? I think she might be the ex. I think she actually might be the ex of this guy. So that's why it's called Unforgettable. I could be completely butchering it. I just don't want to read the synopsis right here. But it says, have finding the man of her dreams and now a stepmother to Tessa. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I butchered this, guys. So, and this was her ex. So Rosario Dawson is the new boo in the picture. But, obviously, with that look, you say what you want about Katherine Heigl, and I never followed Grey's Anatomy, and my girlfriend is. Katherine Heigl kicked ass in this role. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Katherine Heigl nailed that role. She plays crazy really well. All right, and last but not least, on my Blu-ray pickup, guys, my mega haul. It is Dax Shepard and Michael Pena in Chips. Now, I actually had a very, very fun time with Chips. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this one. This is obviously based off the show from was it the 80s or 70s? It might have been the 70s. Poncherelli's played by Michael Pena. John Baker is played by Dax Shepard. And I never watched the show, and I think it actually has his wife in the movie too. So Michael Pena, Rosa Salazar, Adam Brody is in this as well. Let me know if you guys have seen this one, but I never saw the show, but I actually thought this one was kind of goofy. Some of the dialogue was really, really funny. So yeah, Chips, guys, let me know if you have seen it. Now, I actually lied. It's not a pure haul. I did find a couple of DVDs that interested me right here. So I got 4. Let's go over them right now. Now, this one right here kind of caught my eye because the cover looks just so crazy. Like I have the poster on my wall, and I'm a sucker for zombie movies, obviously. But it has a note on top that says a worthy successor to Shaun of the Dead. That is saying a lot because Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorite comedy zombie horror movies of all times. It is stalled. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. That cover looks absolutely ridiculous. He's in a stall and there's zombies all around. So it's a huge synopsis, but let me kind of break it down. It says it's Christmas Eve and a soon-to-be-fired janitor is nearing his shift. His work in the women's restroom is interrupted by 2 drunken partiers and he finds himself trapped in the stall. Just as the girls are about to make out, in a flash, one turns into a zombie and launches at the other girl, tearing her apart. WC is trapped as more and more zombies enter the restroom. Oh, I love it. So he's gonna have to... This is crazy. Claustrophobic zombie movie. I can't wait to watch that. Let me know if you guys have seen that. Now, jumping to my next DVD pickup, guys. It is Mystery Science Theater presents The Undead. Guys, you don't know this about me, but I grew up on Mystery Science Theater. I absolutely love it. I love talking throughout the movie in real life. So why not watch a couple of characters do it for me? And if you guys don't know, they do pick apart. This is a black and white movie too, actually. So you have these characters right here. What are they? I forget their names too. It's like Crowe and Tom Servo, there it is. So yeah, it's you know, they're puppets and stuff like that, and they just kind of riff alongside the movie that you're watching, and they rip apart a lot of black and white and like older movies and stuff like that, because those are usually kind of like the B movies or just bad movies of the time. So if you guys haven't seen this, YouTube some of the trailers or whatever. These movies are absolutely funny as hell, and I'm glad I can add that one to my collection because I don't think I've seen the Undead. All right, jumping to the next guy. And this was the craziest cast for a movie I have absolutely never heard of. It is City of Sin. And I had mentioned it. This looks like a Sin City cover. City of Sin. Sin City. And even oddly enough, it has Rosario Dawson, who was in Sin City by Robert Rodriguez. It can't be a coincidence, guys. But other than that, you have Michael B. Jordan, you have Rufus Sewell, you have Danny DeVito, Carla Gugino. Guys, this is freaking bizarre. And it says it's PG, but down here it says PG Canadian Home Video. So this is obviously filmed in Canada, but it says not recommended for children. It has violence and mature theme. Then why is it rated PG? I don't get that. Maybe they have a different standard up there. But the synopsis anyways, guys. A hardened detective lays low in a dark downtown Los Angeles hotel room, bidding his time as he patiently awaits a gang of eventual hitmen that are on his tail. Throughout the course of one fateful night, the detective becomes entangled in a web of girls, guns, and money as he enlists the help of many intriguing hotel guests that he encounters in a last-ditch effort to evade the grave fate that lies in store. Mochi, what are you doing, baby? Mochi, what you doing, baby? Don't eat that. Don't eat the tinsel. All right, take two. I had to take him off there because he's eating my freaking tinsel, and it's not good for him. Guys, City of Sin. All right, let me know if you guys have seen that. And last but not least, to round off this long-ass haul, we have another DVD, but it has a cool slipcover, and I do like my slips, you know, it just kind of amps it up a little bit. So this is by Orion Pictures, and it's Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son, and Walter Goggins. Walter Goggins is the epitome of a Western guy. He just plays that perfect timepiece. I think it was ever since I saw him in Hateful Eight. Probably even before that. I mean, he plays this gritty character. I heard he was on another TV show that's like, you guys probably know what I'm talking about with Timothy Olyphant. But anyways, guys, this is Diablo. And a young Civil War veteran named Jackson wakes up to find his beautiful wife kidnapped by ruthless bandits with killers around every corner. The lines begin to blur between who the good and the bad are, including Jackson. As a final gunfight looms from our hero and he is asked to risk it all to save the woman he loves, this action-packed Western takes twists and turns that will break even the hardest of hearts. It is Diablo. And I don't think I've seen his son in action. I mean, I might have, but this right here looks really, really cool. Once again, the presentation is cool, the packaging, everything about it, and the cast. For $1, I'll buy that for $1. And I did, guys. So don't even know if I can hold all these without dropping them. Hopefully I don't make a fool of myself, but let me know if you guys have seen any of these at all. Jesus Lord, how am I going to hold these? But this is what I got. Oh my God, that's the thumbnail right there. Check all of that out, guys. So I picked up all this for less than $35. $34 and some change. I can't believe it. Go to your local Dollar Tree right now and stock up on some Blu-rays and DVDs, guys. Get serious with your collecting if you do like movies and you do want to start collecting on a budget. So I'll leave it at that, guys. All right. And thank you so much for holding tight. And if you guys did appreciate it, please hit that thumbs up and that subscribe and bell notification for more content like this. And always get alerted by hitting that bell notification. That's why it's important. And leave comments down below if you guys have seen any of the movies that I picked up today. All right, guys. Till next video, I'm gone. Peace. Fuck.
Oh, you just went today?
I just went today. That's all from right now. Nigel was like, at 2:30, he messaged me a picture. Babe, it was like I got to show you the picture. And I went through and I grabbed all of them. I started opening them all myself.
Blu-rays?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.